Happy New Year. Now, did you know that the first recognized author of a self-help book was Napoleon Hill? As far back as 1928, he started writing instructional books on how to get rich. Now, his most popular title was Think and Grow Rich, a book that many people still buy from Amazon today. Now, in that book, Napoleon Hill traveled the whole country interviewing financially successful people from Gerald Ford to Andrew Carnegie. His theory was that there is a simple formula which anyone can follow to become rich. Now, in testing this theory, he made several observations and arrived at many conclusions, offered many profound nuggets of wisdom, including this one. He said, "Cherish your visions and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements." My dear friend, you probably went for crossover or passover or climb over, or in 2020 the new one, Zoom over, last night and swore to God that 2021 will be different. You promised to kick all your bad habits and pledged to be a better person, right? You made a covenant to pursue your dreams and make 2021 a year of transformation. And I'm sure you sealed your vow with the blood sacrifice to all those mosquitoes that were plying their trade among the chair legs under the canopy in the church car park. Now, I'm sure you started living up to your word already, right? Now, how many days do you think you can hold on before you give up and start smoking or eating chocolate or missing gym sessions or forgetting to read your Bible verse every day? How many days before you lose your temper again, give up on the free online course you are going to start, have yourself a beer on a weeknight, stop pursuing that promotion, and give up on that business plan that you're going to be spending an hour on every night? Cherish your visions and your dreams. That's what Napoleon Hill said. Now, Uncle White once gave us some useful food for thought about New Year resolutions. Now, he pointed out that it's best not to make New Year resolutions. Rather, opt for New Day resolutions instead. It does make much more sense to refresh your resolutions daily rather than try to keep up some year-long commitment to a massive change in your life. Napoleon Hill's advice teaches us something very important in support of Uncle Ibo's suggestion. You need to treat your dreams as your children. Children must be protected, nurtured, encouraged, guided, cherished, and valued above all else. But most importantly, children must be fed. Your dreams must be fed until they mature into reality. And the only thing that feeds a dream is action, daily action. Every day, take one action that will move your dream towards reality. Just one action. Say no to one unhealthy snack. Do one set of sit-ups. Read one chapter of that self-help book. Share one Bible verse with your WhatsApp group. Miss one cigarette break. Let one annoying driver pass by without insulting them. Smile at one stranger. Spend 1 hour in a quiet spot thinking about your dream and what you will do tomorrow to move it one step closer towards reality. Your dreams are precious. You either feed them or you abort them, as they are the children of your soul. Napoleon Hill. Your dream is beautiful and it is achievable. All it takes is a little action every day. These actions may seem small to you today, like grains of sand, but grains of sand make bricks. Bricks make walls, and walls make mansions. It may not seem like it to you, but day by day you are putting together the building blocks of your future. Like the man said, cherish your visions and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. My name is Kojo Yankson, and no dream ever comes true until you wake up and get to work. Happy New Year, Ghana.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the AM News with me, Mapizo Sibidi. Now, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is confident of a major transformation of the country in the second term of the NPP government. He says the NPP government has laid a solid foundation in their first term to accelerate the development of the nation. Dr. Baumia said this at the Power Chapel Worldwide, where he welcomed the new year. Nanao Juma has more in the following reports.
According to the Vice President, Ghana is on a path to becoming a powerhouse in Africa.
We all have the responsibility to ensure that the country Ghana is made a haven for the collective settlement and not just for a select few. There is no doubt in my mind that some significant foundation has already been laid for an accelerated development. And we are confident that he who has begun the good works will help us to bring it to perfect completion.
Earlier at the St. Cyprian Anglican Church, Dr. Baumia called on Ghanaians to continue praying for peace after the 2020 general elections.
Let us continue to pray for the peace of this country. Let us not take it for granted. Let us continue to pray for a even more peaceful 2021. This is the new year coming. We pray for prosperity.
Christians across the Ashanti region ushered in the new year with praises and dancing in churches. At Redemption Assemblies of God, Head Pastor Reverend Patrick Ajaman JB emphasized that individuals hold key to their success in the new year.
Ghana is still Ghana. No matter what happens, God is still with us. As long as we trust and rely on God, He will help us and He will help us to succeed. So if we trust in God and put Ghana into the hands of God, Ghana will still be Ghana. Politicians, let's don't mind them. I want Ghanaians to be assured of the fact that the land Ghana belongs to God.
At Aduato Church of God, message of the head pastor, Ernest Anyane Asare, focused on taking advantage of the new year to correct wrongdoings.
We should understand that Ghana is for Ghanaians, not for the politicians. So I want to encourage the Christian community to rise up on their feet and fight to stop this madness. If we will sit down and allow these people to turn us around, it will not be good for us. So we have to take it as an issue and begin to address it, because most of these people are church members.
Meanwhile, the residence pastor at the Calvary Charismatic Center, Reverend Joshua Oben, says 2021 must unite Ghanaians as a people.
By the grace of God, we are still in peace. We've not heard anything terrible. But one of the things that we want the public to do is to stay put. Let's put our trust in God. Let not our disagreements bring us to the point where we destroy the whole nation.
From Kumasi, for Joy News, Nanao Juma reporting.
Now, let's take a look at how some people in the Upper West regional town of Wow marked the 31st night. Away from that, the year 2020 saw more road accidents than the previous year, and statistics from the National Road Safety Authority indicates the increase was about 11%. The authority made this known in Accra at the Arrive Alive Christmas Outreach Program. Annabella Ohinijan has more in the following reports.
Christmas holiday periods have always seen increases in road accidents. This has been a worry for many road users.
If you are going and you don't take time, somebody will, because of the road, you would like to dodge the pothole. If you don't take time, you come and cross you. Those things can cause accidents. The potholes, the road. Ghana will need good roads. When you are traveling, you can go fast.
I said to Accra Road no. From
National Road Safety Authority, the government body tasked to work for safety on our roads, wants to change the trend. Statistics from the authority indicates that 23 people died in road accidents between 24th to 26th December 2020, as against 32 deaths from the same period in 2019. Director of Planning and Programs at the authority, David Osafo-Adontain, talks about what they are doing to change the narrative.
Over the past number of years, we have consistently rolled on road safety education campaign and all that, and supported by our friends from the police with enforcement, and then the road agencies and so on. We are still not at where we want to be, but we will be there one day. We were handicapped in terms of numbers, talking about the human resource capacity, but government being so good, this year we have been able to improve the numbers. We used to be less than 60. Now we are over 150. We have recruited quite a number of the youth, those from the NAPCO, others from the National Service and so on. So we have quite a number of hands now to support the whole program.
Arrive Alive, we need each other here next year. We've been through a difficult year. Let's not make it much more difficult for our family members by ending up in the hospital or probably being part of the fatalities that may be recorded during this festive season. So road safety, we say, is a shared and collective responsibility. We need everyone to play their parts as drivers, as passengers, as pedestrians, as motorists, even as every institution out there.
That was Peter Kojo Wilson, Senior Planning Manager of the authority in the region, encouraging drivers to stay safe on the road as part of the Arrive Alive Christmas Outreach Program. Annabella Ohinijan's report for Joy News.
Now, the recent recording of 5 new cases of coronavirus in the Upper West region has been attributed to the disregard of the people to adhering to safety health protocols. Upper West Regional Minister Dr. Hafiz bin Salah, addressing staff of the National Disaster Management Organization, who many were not wearing nose masks and disregarded other safety protocols, expressed worry about the behavior of the staff and the people of the region. Rafiq Salam has more in this report.
Entering here, I was really
exceedingly disappointed Upper West Regional Minister admonished party staff of National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, who flouts COVID-19 safety protocols.
In the letter inviting me to this gathering, the regional director indicated that all COVID-19 safety protocols would be observed. But to my greatest surprise, majority of the people gathered in here are not observing the safety protocols, and that is worrying to me.
Out of the over 100 people invited for the annual get-together, including MPP party communicators, less than 10 persons were on nose masks. They sat closely knitted together, drink, sing, and dance in abandon, cheek by jowl. After recording 0 cases for the past 4 months, the region now has 5 new cases, though the condition of the patients have been described as mild and are isolated at homes.
The issue of COVID-19 is still with us. Let us approach it with all the seriousness that it deserves. As a people, It is our conduct, it is our behavior that will enable us drive the pandemic out of our country and indeed the entire world.
Dr. Binsali posited that the current surge in new cases in the region is as a result of the people carelessly throwing the safety protocols to the door.
Because of our negligence, we are beginning to register active cases in the Upper West region.
The Upper West region's coordinator of NADMO, Mustafa Ahmed, on his part, praised the staff for putting up their best despite the challenges encountered. One other significant thing to note was the recruitment of 50 new staff by the government who were posted to the region. However, they still have this age-old burden of the bush they are still battling with.
We are still battling with the almighty Wagner part, where they burn bush indiscriminately. So going into the year 2021, I don't doubt what you can do. You will have to assist us as you have been doing to make sure we do what is right. Because burning of bush has several diverse effects in our communities. It dries up the water bodies that probably animals could easily go on to drink water. Again, great animals, people who are into animal farming, it becomes difficult for the animals to get feed. So burning of bush should be a shared responsibility for every one of us sitting here to make sure we are ambassadors so far as bushfires are concerned.
Reporting for J News, Rafik Salam.
2020 might be over, but remember, COVID-19 is still real. Wear your mask. Remember to sanitize or wash your hands with water and soap, and always observe social distancing. That's how we end the AM News here on the AM Show with me, Peter Sibili. But the show continues. You don't want to miss it.
It's the 1st of January 2021.
Okay.
Have you, I think I've adjusted well with the 2021. I don't know if it's because I was looking forward to 2020 going so quickly.
Well, I feel it's another day. I mean, somehow in my heart, I feel new. I don't know if it's because I had kept certain things in my heart, like in my mind, and I decided that, okay, after this while, I'm not going to do this anymore. So there's a sense of newness that I feel.
Okay.
But it's just another day for me. I just need to sleep a lot today.
Have you done the resolution kind of thing? You know, that self-talk?
I have, but it's not like resolution. It's more like prayer points.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like these are like, you know, plans, like things that I want to do, things that I want to see, things that I believe that, you know, the Spirit of God wants me to do, stuff like that.
Okay, that's better. I think so.
You should try it.
So what I said to myself this year, I'm not going to say, oh, and I want to achieve this, and I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this.
Yeah.
Why don't I just simply say, Lord, lead me? You know?
Yeah. But you have to have something in your hand.
Yeah. So I'm saying, this thing that I am looking forward to, just lead me. Just show me how.
How.
And
exactly.
yeah. So because I don't want it to be like, oh, and I plan to do this, and I plan to do this, and I plan to do this. I want to see how he does it with me.
He will.
Yeah.
He will. Except that, you know, in cases like that, then you also have to be very sensitive, because sometimes there is a little bit of a friction between the things that we desire, the things that we want, the things that we think work for us, and what God actually wants. And that's for those of us who believe in God. If you don't believe in God, that's fine. Whatever it is that you believe in, dwell on it. But I would recommend it to you. I'd recommend what I believe in to you. I believe in God, and I believe that when we leave the rest of the things that we ought to do, I mean, as human beings, He's giving us wisdom to do the things that we should do. We do our part and we leave the rest to Him. But when you're doing it together with Him, you know what I mean, then it works perfectly that way. Newspaper review?
Yeah. Online review, Gifty, because papers are still holiday. They're back tomorrow, by the way, because tomorrow is officially the start of the working day after the holiday. So we will do myjoyonline.com as we've been doing this week, really, and then we'll touch base with other portals. So My Joy Online. Gifty?
Ghana Judicial Service clarifies decision to transfer 2 High Court judges. The last time I spoke to Judge Lowe, who is a lawyer and also a member of the NDC Volta Caucus, he indicated that there is a worrying trend where judges are being transferred. I don't know if that has anything to do with this particular story.
It has everything to do with it. Right. Yeah.
But, you know, so when there, and this is how it's looked like over the period, when there are stories involving politicians or involving, you know, people within the party, the governing party, you get, issues of jurisdiction coming up. I think that's the trend that we've seen. Issues of jurisdiction come up, and then the people will write to another court and say that these people don't have jurisdiction. So you say it has something to do with it. Do you have details?
So it has, yes. So I've just opened the story up, which is on myjoyonline.com. There's a statement attached to it by the Judicial Service, signed by its secretary, essentially dealing with the transfer of some judges. And people have made the assumption that the judges are to help with certain cases that will eventually appear before them. So here's what is on myjoyonline.com. The Ghana Judicial Service has issued a press release debunking ill and improper motives imputed to the Chief Justice's legitimate exercise of administrative powers in reassigning 2 High Court judges. And according to the service, these erroneous assumptions have been ascribed to the Chief Justice for transferring Justice Charles A. Wilson from the High Court in Tamale and Justice Douglas Esiedu to Bolgatanga. The Chief Justice, by a letter dated 10 December 2020, transferred Justice Charles Wilson from the High Court Tamale, where there are 3 High Court judges currently, to the High Court Bolgatanga, which has 2 High Courts but only 1 judge. Justice Wilson's transfer was to take effect from the 6th of January 2021, when the Christmas vacation would have ended, and was directed to start work on 11 January 2021 until his release to return to Tamale, which is his station. The Chief Justice exercised his administrative powers to transfer Justice Wilson to address a pressing administration challenge undermining the efficient delivery of justice in the region. The executive of the Ghana Bar Association is aware of this pressing administration challenge. In the case of Justice Douglas Esiedu, his posting to Bolgatanga upon his appointment was curtailed because of his previous practice as a lawyer in that town. It is this situation that necessitated Justice Wilson's transfer to Bolgatanga to fill the vacuum until such a time that a permanent replacement is made. As of now, no warrant whatsoever has been issued to Justice Esiedu to sit in Tamale from his station at Senyai. Again, it is to be noted that the Chief Justice has administrative powers to issue warrants to judges to sit and determine on any day urgent matters that have been placed before the court. It is therefore regrettable that the implementation of these measures intended to promote the smooth administration of justice has been misconstrued by some sections of the media. This is signed by Judicial Secretary Justice Cynthia Pamela Addo.
Okay. So those are details for you from that particular story. One of our top stories at on myjoyonline.com. Let's go back to that portal, take a look at the other stories that are there. So yeah, that's the big story there. You can take your time and look at it again. But yeah, let's go down, take a look at, as it happened, Ghanaians hold religious events to cross over into 2021. It's been custom. It's been something that we've done. I mean, I remember being in my church, growing up in my church, Tema, Bethel Methodist Church in Tema, Community 8. Like, I've done 31st since, like, I can remember.
Forever.
Yeah. It was only last night that I couldn't, you know, I kind of did an online...
Should we bet again? It wasn't just last night.
Oh, it was just last night.
It was just Can we put 200 on it this time?
Oh, please.
Then I'll owe you 150 if I won.
I'm still waiting for the 50. Still on myjoyonline.com, errors in Mohammed's petition won't affect our case. Eduji Tamaklo is saying that now if you look at the petition, there's a part where Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president, has been addressed as the first respondent, and then again at a point he's addressed as the second respondent. And I think there's a little bit of an error there as well, but Eduji Tamaklo is saying that I mean, that won't affect the case at all. We've had lawyers also say that these are, you know, not really big deals at all. It happens and you'll be allowed to write, you know, the correct thing with a pen, and then you can move on. Election petition against EC Akufo-Addo will strengthen Ghana's democracy. That's Muntaka Mubarak, the minority chief whip in Parliament there. You've had all kinds of justification for why they for the NDC's, John Mahama's presence in court over the election results. While away from that, still on the election petition, nothing stops Akufo-Addo from being sworn in, Samson Ladi Anyenene. And that is part of the reliefs being sought by Mr. Mahama. He's saying that he's asking the court to prevent the swearing in of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as president of the country for the next term. Also, full text, NPP's response to Mahama's petition at Supreme Court. Okay, so there's a full text. So the NPP has a response to the...
Oh, so this is I think this is the statement that Yabuabia Samwa signed yesterday,
right.
yes.
Okay, well, the other story is NPP constituency chairman for Fomina resigns. Oh, wow. That's an interesting one. Mama, is that a story you want to read?
Yes. That's a story that I have even read.
Oh, okay.
But let me share.
Let's click on that story. Take a look at what the details are. So the constituency chairman for Fomina has resigned. You know the issues that have come up in Fomina.
Exactly.
Where a parliamentary candidate, you know, decided to go independent and actually won and has now become the cornerstone in Parliament. Okay, Mama, there you go.
So this gentleman's name is Akwesi Inti Asamoah, and he's told the party essentially that he's bowing out. Why? He says he arrived at this decision having considered advice from medical professionals for him to take leave of active politics. And he says, I have therefore arrived at the decision, having served our dear party in various roles and capacity since 1992, and he states the various roles that he's occupied, it is time to take a bow and allow others to serve the party. But he also says that even though he's resigning, he will serve the party in all capacity, whatever opportunity that is given him. But what is interesting really is what I heard before this resignation. I mean, I didn't see the resignation with the medical reasons coming up. The independent candidate, we're told, well, I mean, I heard from certain places that the constituency chairman was a major part of his decision to go independent. Not to even contest in the primaries in the first place because of some things that had happened on the ground. So this was, and I think the party got recommendations from this chairman, so-called. I mean, if what I heard is true, really. And so the party acted based on what the chairman and the constituency executives had informed them.
I see.
And I guess they've come to the realization that they didn't see the picture that clear, with this MP now winning. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if that's actually true,
yes, ma'am.
It's like, be careful. For the people you meet on your way up are the same people you meet on your way down. There's a proper way of putting, a proper phrase of putting that proverb together. But don't worry. You find it somehow. Election petition, we will expose the emptiness of Mahama's petition. That's a NPP saying, and social media reacts to Mahama's petition at the Supreme Court. We've got a lot of things on the myjoyonline.com page, including the COVID-19 figures so far. I mean, so it means that this week, if I'm not mistaken, 2 more people have died. Because the last time I spoke to Dr. Adacosta Abuaji, he said we had 333. Today, the figure I'm looking at there says 335. 335. I'm trying to look for the
I think we've recorded
cases.
851 new cases. This was 31st December.
Oh, wow. So, well, COVID is still out there. So that's it for myjoyonline.com. If you scroll down, we have our YouTube page there. Our YouTube page has, you know, a lot of our shows from here. You can follow us on demand from there. Okay,
we go to Graphic.
Yes,
yep, Graphic Online. The same story that's on our page, My Jawline, is here. Judicial Service explains transfer of 2 High Court judges. And here's the UN Secretary General's 2021 New Year message. But the World Health Organization, and hopefully we'll share when we get to the BBC, has now backed the vaccine. You know, they've given back into the what's the first one that came?
Okay, well,
when we get there, Pfizer, exactly.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay, isn't that the more expensive one, and the one that doesn't that's not really compatible with climate here in Africa? I think that's the one. Anyway,
so Mahama must retract insightful statement to supporters. That's according to the NPP. Sami Jemfi, MPP's claim on Mahama's votes indicts election 2020 credibility. Also, government has not increased import duties. Yesterday, you had that conversation, Gefty, where the Director General of the Ghana Standards Authority, Graphic, has got that story. Contract for Accra Tema motorway expansion signed. Former MPP chairman resigns after medical advice to quit politics, which I still find rather very interesting. And then Anita Kikigbeho, Ghanaian appointed deputy special rep for UNSOM. Marita Biu appear upon lead NDC spokesperson for election petition. And then Gifty was just talking about the cases that we've recorded and the deaths. Ghana records 851 new cases between December 8 and 27. And this was reported yesterday. Ghanaian arrested in Italy for murder of famed Ethiopian woman. Gifty, yesterday you shared a bit of the story, and then it turns out that there is a Ghanaian allegedly involved.
Maybe can we take a look at that story? Maybe, maybe I know the Ghanaian. Who knows?
I hope that you know, after they investigated and you know the Ghanaian comes out.
All right, we're trying to pull up that story for you to take a look at it. Okay, Ghanaian arrested in Italy for murder of framed Ethiopian woman. Looks like this is the Ethiopian woman. The international media reporting the arrest in Italy of a Ghanaian, Adam Suleimani, for allegedly murdering her employer, Agitu Gudeta, the Ethiopian refugee hailed as a symbol of integration in Italy. Daily Mail reports that the suspect, 32, who worked in Gudeta's goats farm, has confessed to the crime, oh my God, following a dispute over outstanding wage. That is terrible news. The report also claimed Gudeta was raped while she lay dying after being hit with a blunt object. Until her death, Agitu Ideo Gudeta would have turned 43 on New Year's Day. Was famous for her established cheese business, which she has started with a handful of alpine goats she tended on her farm in the northern region of Italian Trentino. She fled Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa, in 2010 after her participation in protests against land grabbing and angered local authorities, reports the BBC, which also said that she made Italy her home and made goat's cheese and beauty products on her farm on previously abandoned land in Trentino. Al Jazeera says Gudeta had made her home in the mountains of Trentino's valley. Okay, it goes on and on to talk about her, but it looks like this is a very, very, very sad story. Reuters has also reported, you know, her story. Now, this is not like, you know, just anybody. This is someone who seems to have been very active in Ethiopian politics, you know, moved away, went to live in Italy and built up business, essentially. And this guy has apparently confessed. That's a very sad story. May her soul rest in peace. She would have turned 43 today. So today would have been her birthday. Yeah, according to the story. Anyway, Assad Mala buried. And I want the same thing that Nadu wanted in 2020. All right, these are like old stories. December 30.
From the statement.
All right. So we move on to City. Hand over to you, Mama.
MPP to maintain Chairman Sabonso as leader in Parliament after new marking to be deputy. And I want us to open the story because there are some interesting names in leadership if this turns out to be true, really. apart from Oseche Mensa, Bonso, kindly go up so we can get to the meat of it. And then after your marking, because you know we've had his current deputy, no, it's Adjua as in deputy majority leader.
Okay.
So it means that would change, even though she won her seat. Okay, so it also says, according to City News sources, changes are also expected in the remaining areas of the MPP's parliamentary leadership. So Chief Whip slot has been earmarked for Frank Anodompre, the Nsawama Drejuri MP. It's currently held by Kwesi Amea Treme, the Sunyani East MP. And then his deputy will be the Tolan MP, Habib Idrisu, and the Mfansiman MP. This will be
Ophelia
Hayford. This is like a first timer and in holding this position. That would be interesting if this actually turns out.
I mean, if you look at her profile, she's been a police officer for a long time. She's lived with this man who is her husband for a long time. I'm sure that she's probably been and she's probably somehow understood the politics.
But Parliament is a different ballgame altogether. Even those who have spent 2 terms are still
but you always
learning.
have to give people the opportunity, give people the chance to prove themselves.
But leadership with new faces, that would be interesting.
It will be interesting, but I'm excited for her. I think it's a good opportunity for her to prove herself that that there's something in her beyond being the wife of the member of parliament who was killed. You know, that you can show everybody, and everybody was saying, it's why has it become, you know, why are we always going on this trend? Of course, for the politicians, there are sympathy votes to be won. So you give it, and we know how Ghanaians, we treat the dead people. So they gave it to her. She has won. But people will say, well, you didn't really win it on merit because it was your husband's position. You had the party's backing.
She was desperate.
Yes.
They needed to win the seat.
Exactly. Yeah, there was essentially like no option. You had the party's backing and you won. But now it's her chance, her real chance to take up this opportunity, if she gets it, to prove that I am here on merits, that I can do it.
I have my doubts with these new names, though. I mean,
these are names.
She whipped.
You think they just threw it in there somewhere to somehow to make it sound interesting or to neutralize the chat?
Well, I'm looking at. Well, I mean, that's just my mind. So maybe I shouldn't share it.
Don't worry.
I don't want to start I don't want to start controversies.
If you share
it's too early in the year.
I will neutralize it for you.
It's too early in the year. You know, like a whip, eh? It's just as it sounds.
Yeah, you need to put people in line.
Exactly.
And get people to vote according to the party's ideologies, and get people to just essentially fall in line.
I'm perhaps looking for somebody who's spent quite a bit of time in Parliament, and also somebody who's maybe older, so that, you know. But hey,
you can. I always believe in alternatives. There are ways you can do things. You can go the hard way, but you can also go the soft but firm way and get it done. So you can have a woman who has been a police officer, like I said again, who is able to come in and say, yeah, I mean, I can go the soft way, and I can still get the people to, you know, win the hearts of the people to support the party's cause in Parliament. So, but we'll see. I mean, how many days? 6 days? We'll get to know.
I can't wait.
We'll get to know.
All right, so government has not increased import duties, ignore contrary claims. Gifty, your story is trending. We will use every legal means to secure majority in Parliament, says chairman of the
I can't wait for all that to end as well in 6 days. Thank you, Lord.
Police must probe election-related violence without fear or favor.
True, but can they?
And we're not even getting the updates. We don't know where they are with it.
Yeah, it's a debate.
And then, of course,
will they? I think they can. They can. But will they? Because at the end of the day, we all know how the service, you know, leadership of the service is appointed by the political party.
Let me ask it in another way. Are they?
I think they can.
No.
I think they can.
Are they doing it?
Well, they said they are, so we can only believe that they are. So as to whether how the structure, you know, and how the system has worked over the years gives us any hope is a part that becomes a bone of contention.
That's why I would appreciate it. I absolutely love the fact that the IGP came out. He gave us the numbers. He told us, I think at the time, that 5 persons had died and about 7 were injured. I was expecting, it's been a while. I was like, I'm still expecting and I'm still hopeful.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics
so
going
come back,
around it.
So come back, say this week and give us an update. That would be beautiful. Then we would know that. Because right now, Gifty, you are the head of the security desk. Tell me, if you call them, do they answer these questions?
If they don't have the answers, they won't give you. And you have to go through the mouthpieces of the police administration. But they have to get the information from their bosses. The Oga at the top has to push the information down. If they don't have the information, they can't give it to you.
My appeal
doing their work.
Is still to the election task force. This is, I think, your job.
Led by the IGP.
Led by the IGP. Thank you, Gifty. Please come back and give us an update, just like you did the first time.
What I was going to say was more of an academic debate. The IGP, I was going to say the IGP is appointed by the appointing authority is the government. The government is made up of a political party. The political party is at the moment at the center of a controversy between them and the opposition. So you see, it's a very complicated cycle. But like I'm saying, that's an academic debate that we can have
not Gifty. I think it's our reality, seriously.
Yeah.
Because I had not thought about it that way. But now that you say it, except that I still think that we have to live about those things.
But I mean, technically, yes.
You're an election task force. Something has happened. Exactly. You gave us the briefing. You told us you were investigating. It's been a while. So come back and tell us what you've discovered. Have you arrested people? Are you prosecuting? When would you go to the courts? Give us something.
Technically,
are you going to do an inquiry? The people on the ground. Are you picking pieces of evidence from them? You know, that kind of thing?
Technically, that's how it's supposed to be. But that's why I said what I'm saying is more of an academic argument, which we can have. It is a reality, but it is an academic argument. Because we need to, unless we change our constitution, this cycle will continue. And as for changing the constitution, Mama, anybody who benefits from a particular system and sits at the top of that system isn't going to change jack. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but we hope they do. Okay, BBC.
Yeah, and with this we have to be wrapping up. So new era for UK as a complete separation from EU. But I thought we will get there's something. This is the BBC, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Brexit is a big story until coronavirus came. But it's interesting how they've gone through it. They sort of, you know, found a deal between the UK and the EU. So I'm happy for the UK. The coming years will help us understand whether Brexit was a good idea after all.
I want us to go back to how the world, you know, welcome 2021.
Oh, 2020 there.
Yeah, 2021. How 2021 is being celebrated around the world. So let's just, hopefully we can watch the video when it is ready. And then... Hey, Gifty, what is our tradition? What is our tradition?
Nationalism Park. I mean, we're starting from somewhere. We've got.
Anata says our tradition is tunte.
And banja.
Workouts.
We call it banja.
Yeah, but it's been.
Yeah, I mean, this is our style. This is our style. We're proud of it. But you see, the thing is, we need a lot of power. We need a lot of electricity to power the lights.
Yeah.
But we've started somewhere. You see, the Nationalism Park thing in collaboration, I think, with EcoBank is going well. I mean, it looked cool when Agbaba.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we start from somewhere.
But even this 2021 is like a muted one. In France, for instance, there were police stationed at certain places to prevent people from coming out and celebrating.
But, I see a little girl there. I think she's talking about her wishes in the BBC story that we just played, which is what we're going to do.
We'll do with the kids.
We didn't know they did it. They copied us.
We will come back and do the young kids. But if you're a parent, you're a guardian, you're a big sister, big brother, uncle, aunts watching, we're engaging the young ones. So if you want your child to be part of this engagement, we're essentially asking them
That's
about
the Zoom
2020
link right there.
and then looking forward to 2021.
Yeah.
And so you can take the meeting ID and the password after sports. We will come back and have that conversation.
I can't wait for that conversation.
Yeah. There is an exclusive interview with Majid Ashimeru, who is a Ghanaian based outside, a Ghanaian international. And Oreku Ampofo engaged him. That is on right now.
Welcome to the New Year edition of the AM Sports with me, Oreku Ampofo, and we're starting the New Year 2021 on a bang, and we are talking with one of the prospects, arguably the best young midfielders that Ghana are currently seeing. That's Majid Ashimeru, who plays for Red Bull Salzburg, and we are at his residence here at Lakeside Estate, and we'll be talking to him about his career, and then we'll be finding out a bit of his personal life as well. And you should stay tuned because he'll be singing his favorite tune at the end of the interview as well. So over here at Majid's apartment, there are a few valuables that he holds really dearly, and I'm going to give him the opportunity to take us through some of them. Majid can do the justice, and let's start with this picture.
Yeah, I mean, this is the 2 trophies I won in Austria, and also, so I think it's something dear to my heart, and I just framed it up to put it in my room. So yeah.
And what about your foundation? It has founded April 30th, 2020.
Yeah, it was founded, and this makes someone's life by giving yours, and I think it's as I said in the earlier on, it's about helping the less privileged and making sure that all hope is not lost. So yeah.
And interestingly, you have a jersey from Sané. This is recent, right?
Yeah, it's recent when we played against them in Bayern, and I think Sané is one of the players I like so much. He played under a coach I respect so much, Guardiola. So I decided to swap a jersey with him, and it's yeah.
Guardiola, do you think he's the best coach of all time?
In my opinion, yes.
But what goes into getting jerseys from players? Do you tell them at halftime? Do you tell them at full time? How does it work?
Yeah, I said mine when the game was on. We had the contact in the game, and after that I told him, look, I would like to to swap a jersey with you, and he said okay. So after the game we met in the dressing room, and yeah.
Okay, and this picture, would you remember when that was taken and why it's probably framed?
Yeah, when I moved back to Red Bull Salzburg, and this was the first picture I took, and so I needed to get it framed up to always. I mean, it was a good thing to go back home, and yeah, so that's why I framed it up.
And then there's this really interesting art of you with, is it a bull?
Yeah.
At the back of you. Do you know who did this for you and what the meaning is?
I mean, on my birthday, and one of my closest friends, his name is Basit. He did this for me, and I mean, I didn't know he came up with an idea like this, and I really loved it. It looked so big, like, I mean, the art and everything. I really loved it. That's why, yeah.
And your jersey collection, this is Fabinho. I'm guessing from when you played him at Anfield?
Yeah, when we played in Anfield, and even before the game, I wanted to swap with him because he's one guy that he's really doing well, and I like him so much. For me, I really love Brazilians because they are like Africans. They really love Africans. So, I mean, he's one player that I like so much. So, I mean, when I have the chance to play with him, to play against him, I mean, it's every time I'll try to swap jersey with him.
Interesting. And there's also another midfielder that we see here, and that's Koke from Atletico Madrid. I'm guessing it's also from when you met them in the Champions League.
Yeah, when we play against them in Madrid, and Koke is one player that I like so much. I grew up watching him. He plays the Spanish football. He played so well. He's really a great midfielder, and these are people that keep inspiring us and motivating us. So I mean, whenever we get a chance to play against them, we need to get jersey from them so that we can be proud of. I mean, sharing the same field with them. It's always a good and proud moment.
I also see that you have a white PlayStation. How good are you, and how often do you play?
I'm not too bad, but I'm always here with my friends. We play it. It keeps us busy, and that's why it's here. We play, have fun with it, and yeah.
Do you use yourself? How does it feel like to use yourself in a video game?
No, I don't use myself, but my friends do, and they use it to score me, and I get angry. But it's always fun to see, because when I was growing up, I used a lot of people in the football games, like in the game, and I'm missing myself now in the game. It's feel like I'm progressing, and I'm one step ahead.
Majid, it's a pleasure to be at your resident, and welcome back to Ghana. First off, I've been seeing a lot of Maker is here on your wall. When you post on social media, there's always something concerning Maker. What is behind that word?
Yeah, thanks for getting time to come here and have a chat with me, and I appreciate. And about Maker, it's a name I got it from my friends way back when I was really young. You know, where we're from, it's very difficult, and this was just a mindset me and my friends had. You know, we have to make it, and I think my friends really did well for pushing me together. But we are all makers, but I'm really like the maker, but all my friends are makers. So this is just why I use the name Maker.
Okay. You talk about your journey and how you're making it. You've been in Austria for the past 3 years. How would you describe life like in Austria?
Yeah, first when I first went to Austria, it was really difficult for me. But also, you know, where I started playing in a Fine Art Football Academy, we used to go on a tournament in Europe. So I quite know the weather. But you know, when you go to like in Europe, you're going to stay there. It's their language, the way they live, and everything was really totally like different for me. So, but as time goes on, I adopted it, and now I like Austria so much because it's been 3 years. So yeah.
You speak about the difficulty settling in, and that could certainly be seen on the field, as you had to go to about 3 loan spells before you had the chance to make your debut and then start playing with the first team. How much of an importance, or how good or necessary were these loan spells that you did go out? Did it help you as a player?
Yeah, for me, I would say it did help me, because you know the transition from Africa to Europe is always difficult, and for African players, when we move to Europe, we need to adapt language, the living, the way they play their football, and so I think we African players, I would say it's a good thing for us. When we move to a team, we go to a team that we can develop very fast to adapt to their system, and so I would say for me, it was a good loan deal for me.
You're a young player, you're still growing, but what would you describe as the best moment of your career throughout Ghana, playing with Wafa, and then playing with the Ghana U team, and now playing with Red Bull Salzburg? Do you have any memory with you that you would describe as the best ever, or until now, the best moment in your career?
Yeah, I have quite a few, but I will go for the year I played in Switzerland, St. Gallen, because it was really a great year for me. And for me, whenever I'm going on the pitch, I will see the fans singing my name, and it was really great thing for me. So I would say also with Salzburg last year, I won my first trophy. But I will go for the year I played in Swiss.
Let's talk about your last year winning the trophy. You won the cup, and then you won the league with Salzburg as well. And then, most importantly, you got a lot of game time. How did it feel to suddenly get involved with the team and then get so much success?
Yeah, for me, I would say after the year in Switzerland, I was really on top, and for me going back to Salzburg, I was really ready for the competition, and I had the chance. And although it wasn't although it wasn't the top chances I had, but I used the chance I got, and I was really involved in the team for winning the 2 titles, and I'm qualifying to the Champions League. So it was really a good thing, because I believe that I worked so hard for it.
Now to your club, Red Bull Salzburg, we've seen a recent trend over the past few years with a lot of your breakout stars joining these big clubs in Europe. The latest is Dominik Szoboszlai, and he just signed for Leipzig. First off, what type of player will Leipzig be getting? You've played with Szoboszlai this season.
I mean, they made the right choice, because I think Dominik, last year, this year, he had a really good season, and for me, I think it was a great move for him, because he really worked so hard for it, and I think Red Bull Leipzig will really, got a really great guy on and off the pitch, and I think he will really push the team also far, because he has so many qualities on the pitch. He's a real good set pieces taker, and I think they really made the right choice.
But before his departure, there were a couple more just a few months back, and that was Erling Haaland and then Minamino. Let's talk about Haaland first. He just won the Golden Boy Award. How far do you think he can go? He started his career really well, scoring quite a number of goals. You've seen him, you've worked with him, you've seen his work ethic. Judging from what you've seen and what you've seen at Dortmund, do you think he can be the next player to probably break that Ronaldo-Messi duopoly?
I'll go for him any day. He's a beast. Like even when we are in the training, he scores goals like crazy, and he's really focused. He's one guy that I learn also a lot from. Although he's younger, but he was really focused, and he knew where he was going. And for me, I'll go in for him any day, because I couldn't believe he could get this far so fast. But here he is now, and I'm always proud to have played with him, and I know and I believe he will make that step.
For Haaland, life started pretty smoothly for him at Dortmund. For Minamino, unfortunately, it's taken quite some time, and he just recently scored his first Premier League goal for Liverpool against Crystal Palace. You've seen his capabilities, and you've seen how much time he's taken. What do you think probably went wrong, and how good do you think he can be to help this Liverpool side?
For me, I would say, when you move to a team, and unfortunately he moved to the best club in the world right now, and they have the best players. So for me, I think he will understand the competition, and he will wait for his time. And I think with time and patience, I believe he will make his way, into the team. But you are on the best players right now, and I think he's a fan of many players in the team. So I believe he's happy there, because to move from Salzburg to Liverpool is a big thing. So for me, I know what he can do, but it takes patience also. So yeah.
Certainly, it takes patience. But from your point of view and your perspective, when you're seeing your former teammates move on from Salzburg, does it cross your mind knowing that, once you play well in such a team like Salzburg, you would be out in no time?
Yeah. Because we all want to move to the higher stage, and I think Salzburg give this platform, because the likes of Mane, Haaland, a lot of players moved from Salzburg, and they are doing really, really great in Europe. So when you see players like this, it motivates you to work hard, so that you can reach also that level. So it's always at the back of my mind that when I work hard and make some mark, I'll move to the next step. And this is really something that I'm really working on for.
Usually, taking a step to the next level involves having a role model, especially in an industry like football. Who has been your role model growing up, and who do you look up to for inspiration?
Iniesta, because he's one player. He's on the pitch. He's very decent. You don't see him fighting with each other. You don't see him, and he brings so much into the game. From the way he when you see him in the game, you know that it's 80% win for Barcelona, because he brings so much to the team, and with his qualities, he's amazing. And off the pitch, I believe it's someone we all have to look. We have to look as a role model, because he behaves so well on the pitch and also off the pitch. So he was my role model from when I was young, and yeah.
But if you choose a role model like Iniesta, he doesn't score a lot. But I think you love to score, right? Or you also love to take the shape of Iniesta and really just control things and not be at the end of moves.
I like to score, but when I assist someone, I feel much happier than me scoring, because everyone scores and not everyone can give an assist. So when I assist my friend, I feel like I did a great job for him to score. So for me, that's why I think I like more about Iniesta. He don't think about himself all the time. He thinks about also his teammates. You could see he have so many chances to score, but he's giving to the one that will make everything easy. So for me, I love to score also, but I love assist. And always I have these guys from Ghana that are giving me pressure. Oh, you have to score, you have to do this. But I love assist.
So, Majid, I'm sure you've had the opportunity of playing with so many talented players. If I put it to you to name your dream team, the best starting 11 of players that you've played with, who would be making that team?
It's going to be really difficult, but I will try. And yeah, so in the goal, I will go for Felix Annan from Kotoko. I mean, he's really one goalkeeper I like so much. He's really good in the goal, and yeah. And also the right back, I'll go for FT Sylvan. I played with him in Senegal, and now he's in Young Boys. He's really one great guy that plays so well. Yeah, and the left back, tough one, but I'll go in for my brother Gideon Mensah, because I play with him and he's really good at the left back, and so I'll go for Gideon Mensah. And the two centre backs, I'll go in for Ramalho. I play with him in St. Gallen, in Red Bull, and he's from Brazil. He's really good at the back and very strong. And so I'll pair him with Nu Musa. He had the chance to come to the national team, and he's really a great guy. Also, I play with him in St. Gallen and in Wafa, and I think this is really a good guy at the back. So yeah, and I go in the midfielders, right? Yeah. I'll play 2-6. I'll take Gideon Wager. Yeah, he's all-time my favorite player I've played with, and I always like to play with him everywhere. So I'll go for Gideon Wager, and I'll pair me with Jordi. He's a Barcelona player. He played in the youth of Barcelona, and we played in St. Gallen. So I'll pair him with Wager. So yeah, and I'm currently the best player in Red Bull, Szoboszlai. He's also on the right, and on the left I'll put in Cedric Eaton. I played with him in St. Gallen, and now he's in Rangers. He's doing really well. He's amazing guy on the pitch. He scores so many goals. And at number 10, I'll play Quaita from Mali. Really top guy, really sharp guy on the pitch. And my striker is the number 1 right now, Erling Haaland. So I think it wasn't easy, but this is my 11.
That looks like a good team.
Yeah, it's really a good team. Haaland and Quaita, 2 strikers, crazy. I'm gonna score any team that's coming.
Okay. So the last question. Okay, all right. You spoke of moving to the next level and moving to a top European club. That might come to you sooner than expected. There's been rumors making round that quite a number of clubs around Europe have been circling around for you. Is this something that you can confirm or deny?
Yeah, I would say there are a few offers, but I mean this is not a thing for me to discuss. I mean this is for the team and my agent, and I think they are really handling it well. And hopefully when it's out, everyone will say it. But for now, I would say I can only say it's true that they have been offered, but I mean my team and my agent will handle the rest.
I think we've done enough justice to your club side. Let's come to the international side and talk about the Black Stars. You are a regular feature for the U teams, and you were tipped to be one of the guys to take over, the midfield of the Black Stars. You've had, a couple of calls to the senior national team, but unfortunately, you're yet to make your official debut. How does that make you feel, knowing that you've worked hard, you've been playing and racking up a lot of minutes, but you don't seem to get the recognition back home like it should?
No, I mean being called to the national team is always a great feeling, because I would say we have so much players outside Europe, and everyone wants to play for the Black Stars. So when I get called, I feel good, and I feel like they are following what I'm doing outside Europe, and because it's not easy to get called to the national team. So for me, I'm still working hard to get my debut, and hopefully it comes soon. But I always say it's a joy to join the Black Stars, and because Black Stars. When you go all over the world, they know about Ghana because of the way we played and everything. So for me, getting called to the national team is always a good thing for me.
Most recently, you were called for the friendlies, the qualifiers actually, that Ghana played against Sudan in that doubleheader. Now, there were quite a number of key players who were missing, including Thomas Partey and even Wakaso missing the first one. When you're a player and you're called to the national team, and you make that sacrifice of coming, and you end up not getting any minutes, how does it feel?
That's what I said. Being called to the national team is always a joy and a good thing for me. So I'm coming in to help the team both on and off the pitch. So even when I'm not on the pitch, I'm off the pitch, and I think I'll support the team from behind. And for me, it's always a good thing. And unfortunately, I came late because of some issues we had in Austria. But for me, it's always a joy to join the Black Stars.
You've been in this team, and you know the coach, C.K. Akono. How close is this current Ghana team to winning a trophy? It's been a while. It's been quite a while, actually, almost 30 years or so since Ghana won a trophy. How close is this team for you?
The team now, the team then. We were all close to getting the title, but in football, it takes so much to do to get the title. And I would say this team now, it's really doing well with the coach, a new coach, and he's trying to give so many players a chance. And I believe we will do something. We will do something great with this team, and also with the coach. And so for me, I believed when we work really hard towards our goal, it's going to happen anytime soon.
Speaking of Ghana, and I'm sure you've probably heard about the local league, that's the Ghana Premier League, which kicked off a couple of months ago. It's been a weird season. We've had mixed results. The big teams not really performing, and some of the so-called smaller teams really pulling their weight. From what you've heard of what you've seen so far, who do you think is likely to win this season? Your favorite to win the title?
I would say Kotoko, because I watched their game, and I think they really have a good team, and they are doing so much well. But I hope Wafa too can go for the title, because it will be a great thing for the academy to win a title like this. Although we couldn't make it, but hopefully they will win. So I will go in for Kotoko, because I have many friends there, and they are really top players, and hopefully they can, because they are also in the the African Champions League, right? So yeah, I'll go for Kotoko.
Okay, let's come to your personal life and talk about your foundation that you started it's been some time now. You did a bit of a donation to people on the street, and then you went to the police stations as well. What's the idea behind your Majid Ashmeru Foundation, and what do you seek to achieve with such a foundation?
Majid Ashmeru Foundation is all about helping the less privileged people to ensure them that they have hope in life. They can do it, and because where I'm from is really rough and tough, and I believe that's what I can do to make them know that all hope is not lost. They can really achieve whatever they want to achieve, because I think moving from where I was born and getting to this level, it's all by the grace of God, and really putting in so much work. So I would say my foundation is all about helping the less privileged. I'm giving them, showing them that all hope is not lost. Yeah, so that's basically what's all about my foundation.
Okay. And you've been in Ghana for some time now. How have you been relaxing and getting yourself ready for the season? And what are some of your favorite sports that you've also been going to?
Getting back here, it's always good to see the family, and in Europe it's all about working, and here it's always with the family, relaxing, trying to figure out what's good for the upcoming season, and I have my people around. We talk and decide how we're going in hard for the next season. So I'm home relaxed with my family, seeing them. It's always a joy to see them. So yeah, I'm really relaxed back home and making sure I'm 2021 coming all out.
Now, before we end this, are you interested in music? Do you have a favorite musician that you listen to back here or outside?
Full-time reggae fan. So I love reggae.
And who's your favorite? I'm guessing Bob Marley, or there's someone more recent?
Bob Marley is everyone's favorite, even the white, the black. But recent is Chronics. It's really one guy that when you listen to his music, you feel very emotional, and I think I'll go for Chronics.
Okay, so if I give you 20 seconds to sing just one verse of either Chronics or Bob Marley or any of your favorite reggae songs, would you be able to do that?
Yeah,
I think you should hold the mic for this.
There's a few one song I like so much. I go. Yeah. It goes. I see no faces long, but this is not a racist song. This is a song for the children who was never told about where the race is from. They never yet in them favorite songs. Everybody come as a slavery is done. Them are gonna be babies come. Yeah. I tried, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That was by who? Chronics?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really a good song for we the blacks, because we every time we listen to our favorite songs, we don't hear what we want to hear. We don't know how. We don't know where we're from, and how our skin color is very important. So it's really a good song. I will tell you to go listen to that song.
All right. Thank you very much, Majid, for allowing us into your home, and all the best in the remainder of the season as well.
Thank you so much.
I can watch this like it will still have the same effect on me. Uncle Ibo White is in the studio. Happy New Year to you, Uncle Ibo White.
Many happy returns, Mama V, and good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you.
I was telling my staff that I couldn't think of a better way of starting the year than with you. You're one of my favorite people.
Thank you, Uncle.
And so my being here tells me that 2021 is going to be a fantastic year for me.
Amen.
Because I'm starting it right.
I think it's appropriate that we're spending the first day of the year together.
Yeah.
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 So I thank God that you could make it, and
I'm happy
that I have you.
Yeah.
and everybody else also gets to share. So what we advertised really was new beginnings.
Okay.
With Uncle Ibu White.
All right.
It's 2021. I don't know how we should begin the year, but I first of all want to ask you how you ended 2020.
I think I ended 2020 on a high. Indeed, 2020 was one of the most, it was a wonderful year in disguise. It presented itself as a terrible year, but that was the disguise it wore. In truth, 2021 was a fantastic year.
2020.
2020 was a fantastic year. And many of us, if we go beyond the limitations of social distancing and things like that, we'll have to recognize that, with all that, it was a very good year for us, in more ways than one. So that, and in my case, on the 30th of December, I got invited to join in a surprise birthday, 60th birthday, for Kofi Nsiapoku, the owner of Kenafama.
Oh, okay.
With whom I had worked. I was his general manager in the 90s. Oh. And for me, that was, because that's a man I respect so much, that's a man I owe so much to. And so it was a wonderful way for my wife and I to end the year. Nice. Going there, joining the family in prayer, seeing the surprise when he woke up and we were already in the house. And that was fantastic.
Wonderful. Did you find it difficult adjusting because, you know, your plays, for instance, are one for outdoors? Really?
Yes. You know, maybe for 12 years, I hadn't taken a break. I had done these quarterly shows for 12 years without a break. So when the lockdown came, the first 2 weeks, I was on cloud nine. I was excited because finally I have a reason to take a break. And so for the first 2 weeks, all I did was to eat and sleep.
No writing?
No, I didn't write. I just decided to eat and sleep because I wanted to leave my mind fallow after pushing it for 12 years. It was after the 2 weeks, just towards the end of the 2 weeks, then one of the days when I was having my devotion, the Spirit of God said, "You are assuming this will be for 2 weeks. It's not going to be." So that was when, oh, really? So this is going to be long. So I remember calling my staff and saying that, you know, you guys, I suspect this may be longer than we are planning, so forget about quarter two.
Okay.
And let's now concentrate on quarter three. Then with time we realized that there will be no quarter three, there will not be any quarter four. So then suddenly, even though we were not having productions, there were costs that kept on accruing. You know, the security costs for our premises, for our offices, even if we were not using it, those costs would be going. Utility costs and things like that. So, okay, now what do we do? So it took me a while to wake up.
Okay.
And then when we did, then we realized, okay, hang on, we could try a bit of streaming. We could try a bit of video on demand and things like that. And then we ran into another problem, the problem of realizing that our patrons are what we call BBC. BBC are a generation, my generation. We call ourselves BBC because it stands for Born Before Computer. So the things you can do with this, for us, is magic. You know, and then we realized that even logging on was difficult. And a lot of them, if they didn't have a grandson in the house to help them, you know, they were not going to do it. But we are here, and that is a wonderful thing. And anyone watching us today, I want you to think of only one thing. Today, if you write the date, you will not write 2020, but today you are here. No matter what hardships you have had to endure in 2020, the point is that today you will write 2021, but today you are here. 2020 is gone.
We survived it.
You survived it. You're a survivor. So that is a wonderful thing. But what about you? How did you adjust?
You know, we were working.
Yeah, no. I didn't envy you people because you had no reason to stay home because you had the special passes.
Yes.
Yeah, so you couldn't stay home. I could always turn down an appointment because, the COVID, I can't drive out.
Yeah.
You had no excuse.
But Uncle, let me say something. After a while, it occurred to me that, wait a minute, you have a job.
Okay. And
you're earning
for that.
salary. Because that was the time that people were complaining
That's
that
right.
people had been laid off.
Yes.
And I thought,
Yeah.
So it was also one of the, I guess, real moments within the year.
Yeah.
It was a wake-up period for me.
It was.
Yeah.
And for all of us. And there was a period when we struggled to pay salaries. And so I was so heartbroken. So I called my staff one day and said, how are you coping? And each of them had a story to tell. Maybe each of them had, somebody called me out of the blue and sent me some money. Somebody did this. I met somebody here and did this. And for each of my staff, there had been some provision to tie them over the thing. And no, that's why I said that 2020 was a good year.
I think I felt the grace, really, in 2020. Yeah. But I loved your Mary story, by the way. I was listening to Food for Thoughts on radio. And I guess just like Winston, I was waiting for more. And the story ended. So that's also, I guess, a high moment ending the year.
Yes.
And listening to the Jesus story being told the way that you did it.
Yeah.
It was, you could easily relate.
That story is a fantastic story. Because maybe one of the weaknesses of Christians is that you get so familiar with the stories that you fail to live them. You know them at the intellectual level. And therefore, you are reading them, but think about it, that I married in 83. Now, imagine a week before my marriage, I discovered Florence was pregnant. And I know we haven't done the thing. What is she going to tell me to make me believe? What is she going to tell me?
Would you even believe if she came up with the story?
And then this guy, knowing that, quote unquote, Mary has cheated on me, because that was Joseph. His perspective at that time. Mary has done something. Mary has gone beyond me, behind me, and done something. With who I don't know, and things like that. And instead of triggering the law and causing her a lot of headache and heartache, decided, you know something? I think I would withdraw quietly so nobody messes her up. So she's not disgraced. Can you imagine? The girl cheated on you, and his concern is so she will not be disgraced.
You're trying to protect her. Do we still have Joseph's, that kind of Joseph?
They don't make them like that anymore. Especially in these times, social media. On his page. Fear woman. No.
Yeah.
And it tells me God knew why he chose him.
Sure.
He was a good man in the heart, and he was a God-fearing man, and that's wonderful. And it's good for all of us to learn from people like that, and not to. We spiritualize the Bible stories, and we fail to realize that these were ordinary people living their lives, and God using them for his purpose. So I had fun composing that story. I'm happy you enjoyed it.
I did. Okay, but we also learned a lot of... Did we learn relationship lessons, or we had no choice but were confronted?
2020 was a bonus for relationships, because for once we were forced to stay together, husband and wives. And you had to learn to deal with each other, especially those who did not have the opportunity who did not have the misfortune of working in media. Because those of you who worked in media, you still could run out. And those in the frontline services, they missed it. They missed those wonderful times. But somebody told a story. He said he is one of those runaway husbands, you know, one of those men who leave home early, they come late, they're always working, their wives cannot bond with them, cannot interact with them too much because he's busy and things like that. And then this thing came. And then he said, in the third week, his wife wakes up one morning and said, Nana Akufo-Addo, Nana Akufo-Addo, we thank you. We thank you. And she pretended she was talking on the phone with her friend. Nana Yedawasio, we thank you. Thanks to you, our husbands can't go out. They are here. They are here. And the guy said, he said, I knew my wife was talking to you. They had to stay. And then with time, they have to work it out. And they have to find a way of making it work. So those who had already built good relationships enjoy the period. Those who hadn't couldn't wait for the lockdown to be lifted. Especially those who haven't done that and were not also ready to make amends. But there were many who took the opportunity to also make amends and things like that. And one of the joys for me is one of the couples that have had a difficult marriage. They sorted themselves out, and by the time the lockdown was over, the woman was pregnant.
Oh.
They've been trying to get to conceive in 5 years. And then the lockdown. So the lockdown.
Nice. So you know what, we say new beginnings.
So when the child is born, I'm sure they will have to name the child Corona or lockdown.
Or maybe Joseph.
Or Joseph, okay.
So what should we be carrying into 2021?
Gratitude. Now, I think we would all have to learn to be grateful. Grateful for life, because we discovered what life was. Grateful for relationships, because in the lockdown, not just in Ghana, but worldwide, people suddenly discovered human beings need human beings. We needed human interactions. And so a lot of people would just go on their veranda, especially in Italy and so, and just scream because they wanted to hear another human voice beyond their own isolation. So we've got to be grateful for life. We've got to be grateful for human connections and connectivities. We've got to learn to celebrate the people in our lives and let them know, I need you, and I'm grateful you are in my life. If we can do just that, the year will be wonderful for all of us, and our lives will be enriched, because maybe bottom line, we all need affirmation. We all need the recognition, you know. Don't just in your mind know that I need you, say it. You know, so that it could affirm me, and then I would look for ways of making myself even a bigger blessing to you in the days ahead. So let's begin from the gratitude side. And then maybe next, let's stop looking for the life and the year we want and be grateful for the year we need.
Please explain.
Now, we all want a certain life, or we think we know what we want. How many of us wouldn't want a year of peace, of tranquility, of comfort, of love, and things like that? We want those. Are those the year we need? You know, let me use the example of school. The teachers we want were the teachers who were cool, who will not give you any headache. They won't give you assignment, or even if they give assignment, will be flexible. If the time comes and you haven't done it, you could tell them, oh, you know, and okay, you go and do it and let me have it. Drop it in my office when you are done. We wanted teachers like that. But maybe those are not the teachers we need. The teachers we needed were the teachers we hated. You know, the teachers, sometimes you wish they would drop dead and not turn up for class today. And yet, when we leave school, those are the ones we want to go back and thank. You know, life is about growing. It's about becoming better. It's becoming, because as human beings, we would, if you left us, we would stay in our comfort zone. And our comfort zone is a bad place to be in. So we need the kind of year that will push us, that will wake us up, that will make us look beyond what we are used to and say, well, hang on, what else is available? What else can I do? Oh, you know, I can do this. Why haven't I tried this? Why haven't I? We need that kind of year. And that is the kind of life I wish for myself, and I wish for our viewers this morning. And I wish for you.
Thank you, Uncle Ibo. Now, if you're watching us, you want to interact with Uncle Ibo White, you want to ask him something, you can send me a WhatsApp message. We'll put the number on the screen. You can also give us a call, 0302-211-6912, 0302-211-6912. We'll spend just a little time doing that, getting interactive. So give us a call now. Send your messages now. Uncle Ibo, if you're looking forward to achieving something in 2021, say you want to get married, you're looking forward to a new job, or maybe you don't have a job, you want to find it. How do you put those resolutions in such a way that if it doesn't happen, you won't be so disappointed or you won't be frustrated?
Open your eyes to the possibilities that are already at hand. You know, when you read through the Bible and look at some of the miracles that happened, there's one thing that runs common in all of them. In all of them, God used what the person already had to present them the things they were asking for. And from that, I have learned that the elements God is going to use to answer whatever prayer of mine are already in my hands. It is only a matter of me opening my eyes to them. And so God, for instance, will say, what do you have in your hand? Because it is that he's going to use. When the disciples came to see him and said, the guys are starving, we need to find food for them, he said, what do you have? You know, Elijah meets this woman, the wife of a prophet who is in debt and things like that. And he said, what do you have at home? And so let's learn to look at what do we have. What opportunities are there? You know, maybe there are people looking for jobs who are living next door to somebody with their business, but they have never gone to that person and said, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything? Or there's a shop nearby, or there's a bakery, a woman being bakery. Our bakeries always need hands. And this person has never walked in there and said, what can I do to help? Or I can knit, show me how to knit. I will knit the thing. Show me how to wash the pans. I would want to do it. If we did that, we would open doors for ourselves that would amaze us.
Uncle, let me go to the phone lines. I have Ellie and Barbara. I will engage them. We'll come back and continue there. So Ellie, Happy New Year. Thank you for reaching out. Hello, Ellie.
Uncle. Hello.
Yes, hi, Ellie. Is that you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Happy New Year. Thank you for calling.
And many, many happy returns to you and Uncle as well.
Thank you.
I just want to say, Uncle, one of your daughters, I'm sure you're very soon guess who it is. I just want to say that you have been a blessing all these years. And last year, I appreciated how much more of a blessing you are, because you always put your pain aside and minister to the people who are in pain. And my prayer has always been that God raises for you the right ministers when you absolutely also need it. That when you need watering, he himself should always water you.
Yes.
You have been the greatest blessing to me and to all your children. So thank you very, very much. Happy New Year. I'm glad I got this day so that I'll be one of the first to wish you Happy New Year on air. So happy New Year, Daddy. We love you. I will email all my questions, so Mama V, I will not call you with my questions on air.
Well,
thank you.
Yes, Ellie. Thank you very much for
You've got us.
me.
You've got us blushing.
Thanks, Ellie. Let's speak to Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Happy New Year.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Yes, Barbara, you're on air. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Kumasi.
Okay, great. Uncle is here. Talk to him.
Uncle, I'm very happy this morning that I could hear your voice and then.
Yes, Barbara. Hey, by the way, Barbara, how do they call you in Kumasi? How do they pronounce your name in Kumasi? She's laughing because she knows what I'm talking about.
You have been such a wonderful person, and then it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing to see you this morning and then giving me your advices and all that. It's my prayer that we see more of these years and then have good health and all that. And then thank you, and I'm so happy I listened to you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You are the ones who make us, so thank you very much.
Ernest is from the Upper East region. Good morning, Ernest. Happy New Year.
Yeah, the same to you.
Okay, so what do you want to say to us this morning? Hello, Ernest.
Good morning, madam. And the same to you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to share?
Yeah, I want to talk about the 2020, the past year that I've just gone.
Okay, great.
Really, the year, it was so disappointment.
It was full of disappointment for you?
Yes, because, Ghana was so violent. Election time, people were dying. And this,
Ernest, hold on. How many people died?
Oh, about 7 people.
Yeah, you're a Ghanaian. I can understand why you're saying that. Yes, Ernest, I agree with you that...
And really corruption, you see Madam Miru resigning, and all this, I was so sad about the whole issues about...
So how about you as a person?
Living in Upper East here, food has gone high.
Okay, so Ernest...
The bowl of maize is 8 cedi now. So
Ernest, can you hear us?
Yes.
Ernest, you are like a runaway train. Please pause. Listen. Ernest, let me hear about Ernest, the human being. How have things been for you? For you, as a human being. How has your health been?
Oh, my health, in fact, it's great. That one, God was so kind to me over a year.
Great. What about your relationships? What about your love relationship?
Oh, God grace, I wasn't able to marry it, and then I...
Whoa, you married in 2020?
Yes.
Hey, Ernest.
Yes.
What's her name?
I'm called Ernest Atanda.
No, what's her name? What's her name? Your wife's name?
Yes. Yes.
What's your wife's name?
Oh, Madam Lydia.
Emilia?
Lydia.
Lydia?
Yes.
Wow, you love her?
Oh, yes, I love her.
How much?
Oh, with my whole heart and my everything.
Ernest, I put it to you that 2020 was a fantastic year for you. If for nothing at all, because of Lydia.
Oh, yeah, that one year I told you that if the things are still cost and I cannot provide the food on the table for her, it's still a problem.
No, Ernest, I thank God for your life. I'm happy that you found Lydia.
I'm so grateful to you people there. I really enjoy your program.
Okay, thank you.
And God bless you people for this year.
Yeah, God bless you. And treat Lydia well, and she'll make you very happy.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, thank you.
Let's go to Borga. We've got Asa. That's my very last call. Good morning. Happy New Year to you.
Good morning and Happy New Year to your listeners.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
My question to Uncle Ebo is, when is he staging a play in Bolga? Not just to make profit, but to also feel it, to let us also feel it. We know the online shows are okay as he's trying to do that. But then we also want to see him here in Bolga.
Okay.
So when is he doing us that favor?
You know, my brother, one of my favorite times was the time I came to Bolga. I was in Bolga. I had a fantastic time. I enjoyed the people of Bolga. They were so warm. They were so welcoming. I still have fond memories of my days in Bolga. I wish we could come as soon as tomorrow. It's all money palaver. It's a bit of money. But this year, I've opened my mind to all kinds of possibilities. So get your money, your gate fee ready.
We have it already. It's a ticket to Accra that is the problem.
No, we'll be there. We'll be there. Now you've given me a challenge, so we'll work. I like to take up challenges and make it happen.
Okay. So
we'll
how do I follow up? Because I really want this thing to happen.
Oh, no. You go to our website, rovermanproductions.com.
Okay.
And then put it there. Uncle Bo promised that he will be in Bolga.
Okay. Bolga 2021.
So because I've made a promise to you, worst case scenario, even if I don't bring a production there, I'll come myself and do an event in Bolga, just because of you.
We thank you.
Yes,
thank you. Bolga appreciates you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'll be there. I will honor Bolga Association.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
All right. But for now, go to our website so you will know how you can join the streaming of the shows.
I will do that.
Yes.
Okay.
You go there, they will direct you as to how you can join the festival. That is still in progress.
So why don't we just jump quickly into the festival of plays,
all right.
White. I have the flyers for all the plays that will be showing. Today is the first. There's Women on Fire. Women on Fire today, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And tickets will be a bit scarce, but you can always go online and join us. Okay. We have Terms of Divorce.
Tomorrow. If you miss Terms of Divorce, then the witches in your family, they are graduates. You know, it's better to have witches who are illiterate than they don't know what they are doing. But when the witches in your family are graduates, offer fem cramo. And then we'll end with Bananas and Granos on Sunday. Again, National Theatre, 4 or 8, or go online. Go to rovermanproductions.com, and the details will be there as to how you can join us in the streaming.
Patrick, let's put how people can get the tickets again, so that you can get to these outlets and get a ticket. The Achimota Shell, Airport Shell, Bachana Total, East Legon Shell, Frankie's in Osu, Hacho Total, Joy FM Front Desk, Say Cheers, Accra Mall, and Tema Community 11 Shell. It's 80 Ghana cedis, and then if you want the full pack, it's
okay, now the full pack is redundant.
Okay, because we've done a bit of the full pack.
Yeah, so you just do the 80 Ghana cedis special, and that's
okay. We're also going to show you how you can join the stream, right? And then we will come back. Uncle Ebuwais would explain. So let's just watch this. So that's how you can also enjoy the play. So Uncle Ebu, I have paid and I'm streaming like at home.
Yes, wherever.
Same time when people are at the National Theatre.
Same time. So you choose your time. So you choose either the 4 p.m. or the 8 p.m. because we are streaming each and every one of the shows. So you go to the website. The instructions are very simple. So when you click on pay to watch, then or watch now, the watch now button, then it will just follow the instructions and things like that. If you run into any problems, there will be numbers on the website that you can call. Okay. There are people manning those lines, and they will walk you through.
What's been the feedback? This is very, very innovative.
Fantastic. We are losing a few patrons because there are people who experience it and have told us they won't come to the National Theatre again.
It means you have to add it. It has to be part of it.
So now, yes, it will have to be a consistent thing. Thanks to 2020, one of the things 2020 taught us that you could have theatre without borders.
So if I'm doing a getaway today, which I am, I still can watch the play.
You can. You can. Wherever you are, you can. And the
so if you're in Burger, you can do this.
Oh, you can do it. So the Burger Association, let's start with that. And then we'll come physically as well.
Okay, but you have to do it quickly because it means you have to buy your ticket online.
Buy it in advance, and then when the time comes, you'll be given the chance to watch.
Oh, fantastic. See, you've come very far, Uncle Ibowai.
2020. You know, one of the things, again, that's what I said, ask for the life you need, not the life you want, because the desperation and the hunger that 2020 imposed upon us because we couldn't do our shows made us begin to think and forced us to look at all kinds of things. I've been talking and making noise about radio theater for God knows how long. 2020, boom, 2 radio theaters running, you know, and all kinds of other innovations that kept on going. Discovering that we could do streaming for companies, you know, so like let's say APSA wants to reward and to have a time with the staff. Oh, no problem. There could be an exclusive streaming for just your staff. And the fun part is the chat facility where people can comment on what is happening. They can comment on each other, and it's fun. It's fun. 2020.
We've come a long way. Well, we're looking forward to a fantastic 2021. Coronavirus or not, we will still
whatever life throws at us. Once we have the mentality, I'm getting the life I need, then we'll pick ourselves up and make the most of it.
Great. Well, I'm happy that I get to spend another year with you. So
the
more
first day of the year. It's not just another year. The first day of the year.
Yeah. Great memories we make.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Uncle Ebo, thank you very much for sharing your first day in 2021 with us here on the AM show. We're grateful.
Thank you for having me. And to your team, to yourself, to your team, Happy New Year. May this be your best year yet.
Amen.
May you find the courage to confront life like never before and win.
Thank you.
Because life loves to be taken on. So may you find the courage and the wisdom to take on life and win. And may relationships in this house, in this team, work.
Amen.
And for those who are not married in the team, may God save you from foolish people and bring you people who love you.
So those of us with the foolish people already, if we can't be saved.
May God give you grace.
And that's Uncle Ibowai. Make sure you make time to watch the plays. If you're outside Accra, now you know you can also watch the show just as persons in Accra would do at the National Theatre. Stay with us. When we come back, we've got some young kids who will be telling us about their 2020. Also looking forward to 2021. They've been home for like the whole year last year.
For 9 to 10 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 months.
So they've got a lot inside that they'll be pouring out. That conversation is up next. So people were chilling last night.
While we were praying. We're praying for the world. We were chilling.
Hello, they were also praying.
What?
They were also praying.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. We know ball.
Yeah.
We know ball cry.
So we're ready to have that conversation with our children. We want to look back. I mean, adults have been talking
and
about
our teenagers. I mean, teenagers can join too.
Yes.
I'm just more interested in children. But teenagers can join. You're invited to join.
Okay, so if you're watching us right now, that's the conversation ID on Zoom and a password. If you want your young person to join, we're dealing with young people. You can connect and let them join the conversation now. But here are the children that we have standing by Gifty for that conversation.
Okay, hey guys. So I have Ama, Benji, and Akosia. 3 siblings there. Give us a wave. Hi guys, can you hear me? Give us a great. They hear us.
There you are.
And then I have Charles Della Ameloku Haliga, who is also there waving at us. That's Max Olagbaba's friend, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, you are muted. Charles.
They're not.
They're not?
Apparently. Can you say something, guys? Can you introduce yourself? Tell us about, we know your name, so mention the school that you attend.
Okay, let me start with you, Charles. You are the loner. Let's start with you, Charles. Charles, if you hear me, we want to hear you. How are you today? Okay. Hello, Charles. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's happening at home today?
Something is happening at home today. Like, we are celebrating the new year, so I'm proud.
You're proud that you're celebrating the new year. Okay, I'll come back to you. Amma is my favorite girl. It's not any selection, Bia. I just know these ones. Okay, Amma is my favorite girl. They're visiting from London. They sang me a very beautiful happy birthday. I'll play that video if we have the time. Amma, lead your siblings to introduce yourself to us and tell us what's going on at home today.
I think our connection is failing us a bit.
Okay, is it?
Because I think Akosia is saying something.
Akosia, are you saying something? Okay, let's deal with Charles as we sort this out. Charles, so 2020 was, I'm sure you have heard your parents and other adults say a lot of things about 2020. They've all talked about how coronavirus has done this, coronavirus has done that. How was the year for you? How did it go for you?
Last year.
Yes.
Or the last year.
Yes.
It wasn't like nice.
Why?
Because the coronavirus pandemic came to crash everything down. So, like, if you're going out, you have to send your nose masks. You have to follow the restrictions and things. So, all sorts of that. It's stressful. But I hope this year should never be like that.
Do you miss school, though, Charles?
Yeah, a lot. I miss my classmates too, and my teachers.
What do you miss about them?
Especially my teachers, they teach me, and my headmistress, yeah.
Hey, when I was young, I didn't like my headmistress. So you missed your headmistress. Okay. Let's go to Akosia. Let's go to Akosia and Benji and Amma and see if they can hear us. Akosia, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay, so all of you should introduce yourself to us and tell us how 2020 was for you.
This year,
I think 2020 was an okay year.
Benji, you haven't said your name. Tell us your full name.
I couldn't get to see my friends at school. I was really sad. We had to wear masks everywhere. But the thing I was happy about is seeing my family at home and spending time with them.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, Alma, do you want to talk to us?
Sure.
Okay, we're listening to you, Alma.
You want to pick it up?
I think connection is failing.
Connection is failing us. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe let's try Akosia again. Akosia, can you say something again? It seems you did the magic. Okay. So, okay, we're having issues there. Let me come to Charles. Charles, you were talking about your wishes for 2021.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that you want to see in 2021?
Was a bit okay. Not at school.
Okay.
Was that Akosia?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So their dad will fix that. Their dad will fix that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll come back to you because we can't hear you.
Well, but in the meantime, Gifty, I've seen that we have other faces joining our Zoom.
Yes, we do. But it's not for parents, please.
Parents, we don't need you right now. When we need you, we'll let you know. Now we need the young people, okay? We need your children so we can have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
So we're not engaging any adults here. Maybe you're helping them to set up. We appreciate that, but we're not engaging adults.
Yeah.
So let's try and see our screen again.
Charles.
Who do we
Charles
have?
is still there. I was having a conversation with Charles about what his wishes are for 2021. Charles?
Yeah.
Tell us, what do you wish for in 2021?
This 2021, I hope there will be no COVID-19, no restrictions, no going out with masks.
No going out in masks.
Pardon?
No going out in masks.
Yeah. So we can go out freely.
Okay.
Okay. We'll talk about the other wishes apart from COVID-19, but it looks like, let me try Amma again, and the other people who have joined, the adults, please, we will come to you. So
I think there's Nasiru. It's better that you go off because we will not even engage you.
We won't engage you. Nasiru, put your child on. Okay, Amma and Akosia, what didn't you like about 2020? Amma?
I didn't like that we had to wear masks everywhere, and I was sad when I heard some of Akustia's friends. One of Akustia's friends got coronavirus.
Okay, and what do you wish for in this year?
I wish that the people who have coronavirus will be cured, and we'll all be fine this year.
Oh,
thank you. And amen.
Almost made Mama cry.
Little prayer.
Okay, so they will all be cured. All those who are suffering from coronavirus, we have about 800 of them here in Ghana. They will all be cured. Amen. Akosia, what didn't you like about 2020? Coronavirus, I guess.
I feel sad for my mommy that she missed us very much.
Oh.
I don't like the way when we don't smoke. And
you don't like the way we wear masks?
My friends, and I hope my friends will have any wishes what they'll want before.
So you hope your friends who have any wishes will have them fulfilled. You guys are so selfless. Okay, we'll come back to you. Let's see those who have just joined us.
Kabiru Rashid.
Okay.
And then Godwin Ananias Siama.
Okay, Kabiru.
Is Godwin a child? Because I see a bit of an adult face there. So, okay, so let's... Okay, yeah, I was right. I was right.
Okay, so I saw a child somewhere, Mama V. Let's engage. I think the parents were just trying to help them.
Yeah, I think, Dede, I see you.
Dede, talk to us. What was good for you in 2020? Hello, Dede.
Okay, so Dede is connecting.
Okay, there was a little boy whose father was pointing to him. 17,576. We see your child, but he looks too young. Can he speak? Okay. Okay.
There is a Galaxy J2 Core. Okay, it's connecting to the audio, so I guess we have to wait.
Galaxy J2 Core.
Yeah.
Can you hear us? If you hear us, what did you like or what did you not like about 2020?
Okay, so quite a number of them are still connecting the audio. But Emma, Dede, if you can hear us, can you unmute and say hello? Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Oh! Hello to all of you, okay? But we need Dede to speak to us, so you can all just wait. Let's hear Dede. Dede, can you say hello again? We can't hear you, which means you've muted. Oh, but I thought
I heard her speak. Dede, how are you?
Okay, so Juma Thomas and the children, I think we can hear you. So can you say hello again?
Hello.
Juma Thomas, we can hear you.
Oh, yes. Tell us your names, okay? Tell us what are your names? Oh, hi. This is turning out to be like a kindergarten.
I know, right? And it's a lot of work. Okay, we hear you. Tell us your names. What is your name? What's your name?
Audrey.
Audrey. Alex.
Okay. Give us your question.
Okay. Okay. If you guys can hear me, what are your wishes for 2021?
And Aura. I am ready.
What are your wishes for 2021?
How do you mute them?
Okay, kindergarten will be
Dede is ready to speak to us, so let's engage Dede.
Yes, please.
Okay, great.
Let's go for it.
Tell us about your 2020. How was it? You spent a lot of the time at home, I guess.
Please, it was okay.
Yeah.
What didn't you like?
Corona's fault it.
Okay. But how are you spending your time? Did you do the online classes?
Yes, please.
Okay. So what are you looking forward to in this new year?
A better one. I pray that the corona goes away.
Okay.
I'm sure you've heard that schools would likely be open in January. So are you ready for it?
Pardon?
Are you ready to go back to school sometime this month?
Yes, please.
Okay. Apart from coronavirus, what is the one wish that you have for this year? Apart from coronavirus going away, what is the one thing that you want to see in this year?
Oh, okay.
Please, I'm not hearing you well.
Apart from coronavirus, what do you want in 2020? What is your 2021? What is your wish apart from coronavirus going away?
My first choice for school,
which is
Ghana National.
Okay. Well, we wish you all the best with that. I guess we should say. So who else is
Nicholas?
Nicholas.
Hi, Nicholas. Nicholas, you have to unmute, okay, so we can hear you. So whoever is helping
Nicholas,
kindly unmute for her because we can hear, or him.
Hello, Mama.
Oh, hi. Hi there. How are you?
I'm fine.
Great. Did you go to church last night?
Yes.
Okay. So what is it about 2020? How did you spend your 2020?
It was terrible.
Why was it terrible?
The pandemic distracted everything.
What was good in 2020? What made you happy at least?
What was good in 2020? What made you happy at least?
I couldn't go to school.
So I guess it was all bad. It was all bad news for you then. Okay, so I'm going to come back to Charles. Okay, Charles, I want you to your mom and your dad or your parents, they did everything they can for you during coronavirus. I want you to say something very nice to them. Okay, say something very nice to your parents, and then we'll say bye on that. So Charles, let me start with you before I go to Amma, Akosia, and Benji. What message do you have for your parents? What will you tell them this year?
I thank my parents.
Mention their names. Mention their names and say something nice to them.
My mom is Christiana Haliga and my dad, Emmanuel Ameloku.
So what are you saying to them?
I thank them for doing everything for me during this pandemic.
Okay. Don't you have any special message for them? Apart from thanking them.
I have a special message for them.
Okay, they are listening.
I want God to bless them in their business, work everywhere.
Okay.
So that they can continue to do things for me.
All right.
Great, great. That's very nice of you. I'm sure your parents are excited to hear that too.
And please, are you Gifty, Auntie Gifty?
Yes, please, I am.
Oh, okay. You called me.
Yes,
Auntie Gifty called you because of this conversation.
Okay. I want to bring...
Say hello to Mommy and Daddy, okay? We have to let you go, Charles. Thank you so much.
Okay. I mean, he can stay if he wants to. He can stay if he wants to. Okay. Makafui is back. Makafui and Jason. Unmute and see if we can hear you.
However, okay, yeah, Jason is unmuted now.
Okay, talk to us, Jason. What was good for 2020?
What was good is that...
We can hear you. Go ahead.
I was able to learn online.
Wow. But before coronavirus, you didn't know how learning online will be like, right?
Yes.
Okay. But what wasn't good for you?
What was good is that... What wasn't good was that... Didn't see my friends because of the coronavirus.
Okay. And what do you want to see in 2021? What are your wishes for 2021?
Wish that the coronavirus will go.
Okay. Any other wish apart from coronavirus?
And we can live our lives normally again.
Okay. I want you to mention your parents' name and say something nice to them.
You said?
What? Mention your parents, your dad and your mom's names and say something nice to them.
Okay. My father's name is Faisal Ade. And my mother's name is Florence Ade.
What New Year message are you sending to them? Say something nice to them for taking care of you.
Telling them that for buying things for me during the coronavirus. And teaching me good things in the house.
So what are you telling them? I didn't get that.
I'm telling them, I'm thanking them for buying things for me during the coronavirus and teaching me good things in the house.
Okay, Jason. Right. I'm sure your parents are excited to hear you. They know that you appreciate them now. Bobby, who do we have?
So we will go to Ethan, Jade and Ethan. Kindly unmute, okay? I see that your mic is muted. Unmute, and then let me say hello to you. Is it Jade? Jade and Ethan? Yes. There you are. Yeah. So tell me about yourself, just a little bit.
Yes.
Jay,
There you are. Yeah. So tell me about yourself just a little bit. Okay. My name is Jade. My name is Jade Obobia Ankra.
Okay, Jay, you have to turn down the volume on your television and listen to us on the Zoom, okay?
Okay.
There's a delay, so don't listen to us on the TV. Listen to us on the phone. You have to turn down the volume on your television and listen to us on the Zoom, okay?
All right, Jade, let's go again. It's better now. Go ahead.
My name is Jade Obobia Ankra. I am 12 years old. I attend Child of Their Light School. And
you've been home like forever. So how was 2020 for you?
2020 was very long. I'm very happy that it is over.
But you know, coronavirus isn't gone. So how are you preparing to face this new year?
Pardon?
I'm just reminding you that coronavirus isn't gone. So how are you preparing to face 2021? Oh, hi, Jade. Jade, are you with us? Are you with us, Jade?
Pardon?
Okay, so you can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about your dreams for 2021. What are you hoping this year would be like for you?
I hope for long life and prosperity, and I hope that the 2021 everything will go back to normal, and we will not have to wear masks and sanitize our hands anytime we go somewhere.
Okay, that's cool. You have a message for Ethan, who I believe is your brother, and your parents?
Pardon?
No. You have a message for Ethan and your parents?
I wish them a happy new year.
Okay, no, nothing like I love you or something.
What's Mom and Dad, what are their names?
My dad's name is Edward Ankra, and my mother's name is Lilian Ankra.
Okay.
And my brother's name is Ethan Ankra.
Okay, great. Is your brother there? Can we say hello to Jay?
To Ethan.
Come.
Oh, to Ethan, yes. Yeah. Hi. Was it a
Hello.
Okay, great. Was it a boring 2020 because you spent a lot of time at home?
Pardon?
I'm asking,
was it boring?
Was 2020 boring?
Yes.
So what are you looking forward to in 2021?
Looking forward for Corona to go.
Hey, everybody wants Corona to go.
So Corona is your big headache, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know, Corona isn't gone. So you're going to go back to school with Corona. How are you going to, survive that?
I'll try to wear my mask, wash your hands, sanitize.
Yay! Well done. Music education.
you remember everything, so keep doing it, and then Corona will go very soon, and we will be back to normal. Thank you, Jade and Ethan.
Right. Thank you.
Let's go to who? Okay, Rufus.
I hope that those of you who have joined already, you are not bored yet.
Hi, Rufus.
Enjoying the conversation. Okay.
Hello.
Rufus, hi. Good morning. Tell us about yourself.
That's fine.
Okay, Rufus has to unmute.
Hey, Rufus,
hi. It's Kasim Jamil. Kasim, how are you?
My name is. I'm fine.
Okay.
My name is Medma Romina.
Okay, how old are you?
Why are you laughing?
How old are you, sweetheart?
7.
You are 7.
8 years old.
Oh, you are 8.
8.
Do you miss school?
Yes.
What do you miss about school?
Hello?
Hello, dear. Can you hear me? Are you still with us?
Coronavirus.
Okay, everybody's mentioning coronavirus.
Yes, everybody's talking about coronavirus.
So, just finally, what are you wishing for in 2021?
Happy New Year.
Are you happy to be on TV today?
Okay. Okay, darling. Thank you very much for talking to us.
I think Kasim was ready.
Hello?
Yes.
No, Kasim.
Okay. So there's somebody on Galaxy Galaxy A6 Plus.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, Kasim seems ready. Kasim Janil.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kasim. How old are you?
My name is Osman.
Great. How old are you, Kasim?
12 years old.
Can you come again?
Can you say that again, Kasim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Talk. Is it Kasim?
I am 12 years old.
Okay.
You're 12.
What message do you have for your parents for the new year?
Wish your parents.
Wish my parents.
You are wishing them. Wish them something.
Okay. Some coaching has to go on in the background. Okay.
Everybody's looking at you.
Kasim, what are your wishes for 2021?
Okay, that he's wishing everybody Happy New Year. And then he's wishing that this 2021, the coronas will go away.
Okay. All right, Daddy. We thank you. Thank you. Let's go to Josephine.
I'm also wishing everybody in Boku.
Okay.
And we also wish for peaceful inauguration of the president.
Okay, Daddy, it's okay. It's okay, Daddy. Thank you very much, Daddy. Josephine, Essie, Pasase, can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Okay, great. Can you introduce yourselves, okay, the three of you? Introduce yourselves.
Hi. It's frozen. Introduce yourself.
One after the other.
I'm Patricia.
Okay, Patricia. How old are you, Patricia?
I'm Patricia.
Great. And who is sitting next to you?
Hi, I'm 19.
You're 19. Great. And who is next to you?
Ado. Hi.
Hi. Did you get her name, Gipsy?
She's Ado.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Angel.
All right, so let's just make this really brief. What are your wishes for 2021?
I'm 14.
You're 14. Great. What are you wishing for in 2021?
I think coronavirus took to that.
We wish to be healthy.
Okay.
We wish to be healthy and strong, and we are praying that the coronavirus should go so that we'll be able to go to school.
Okay. Great. Okay, thank you. Now let's go to
the three boys.
Asa Akunai. There are 3 boys, 3 cute boys looking at us right now, but they are on mute. So parents, kindly unmute for them so we can have a conversation. Where are they?
Hello.
Oh, hi. What's your name?
My name is Asa Cornelius.
Okay, great. How old are you?
I'm 11 years.
Nice. What are you wishing for in 2021? What are you looking forward to?
I wish for good health and success in everything we do.
Great. Is it daddy helping you or mommy helping you?
You want to ask question, I'll give it to you. Success.
Okay, maybe I can go to... Okay, let's go to Catherine. There's a device with Catherine. And I see a boy and a girl.
Hello.
Oh, hi, there you are. What are your names?
What is your name?
Oh, you guys didn't join with. Okay, let's go to Jairus. Where's Jairus?
Jairus is talking. Okay, Jairus, unmute.
Daddy, mommy, uncle, unmute for Jairus so we can hear him. Unfortunately, it is still on mute, so we can't hear you, Jairus.
Okay, I think Jairus is unmuted.
Yeah, Gifty, we can talk. Okay, Jairus.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, how old are you, Jairus?
I'm 7 years old.
Okay, and everybody is talking about coronavirus, so I'm sure you're also going to talk about coronavirus. But what do you miss about 2020?
I miss I go to school whilst coronavirus is not alive again.
Okay, great. Is Daddy there with you or is Mommy?
Daddy is Mommy is with me.
Okay, great. What is Mommy's name? What is Daddy's name?
Mommy's name is called Justin. Daddy's name is called Gabu.
Okay, so what do you want to say to them this morning? They've taken care of you the whole of 2020. Say something to them.
Okay.
I
wish them a long life.
You wish them long life.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart.
Yes,
we wish you well in 2021, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys.
Okay, but I want to end with my squad.
Okay, Akosia.
Yes.
And Ama.
I want to end with my squad, Akosia, Ama, and Benji. So Akosia, Ama, and Benji.
I like your news.
You like the what?
Auntie Mama, please, I like your news.
Oh, thank you.
You said she likes your dress?
I think she said shoes. I'm not sure, but whatever. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Listen, we couldn't speak to...
Yo, she likes your news.
Oh, my news. Thank you. We couldn't speak to all of you, obviously, because the connection wasn't great at some point.
Yeah.
But listen, we will hang out with you again sometime, okay?
Okay.
No. Okay.
All right. Bye, all of you.
Benji, Akosia, and Ama.
Hello. Hello, Auntie Mama V.
Yes, darling.
Okay.
Auntie Mama V is right here.
Hello.
Hi. Who is speaking?
My name is Janet.
We just opened the kindergarten here and it's amazing. We have to wrap up. I'm just going to say, Mama V, I want you to take a look at the video that Amma did for me.
Okay.
Take a look. Okay.
Okay, guys. Oh, it's been a class. Thank you all for joining us. Okay.
Zoom
Thank you
as
all
a
of
teacher.
That's the video.
Okay. Yes.
Who's this?
Okay, this is Amma.
Okay.
On my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Auntie Gifty. Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
I hope you had a lovely birthday, Auntie Gifty.
That is so cute. Oh, okay. All right. Listen, it's a wrap. Thank you, Cutie, for doing that. And we thank all our kids for joining us.
Yeah, Amma, Benji, Akosia, I'm
Happy
so
New
grateful
Year,
to you.
y'all.
Happy New Year to all of you.